What is up, everybody? Jonathan here for the first race of the Fast Cheers Racing Series for the third season for Thursday. And we are doing the street stocks this season here. First race at Atlanta Motor Speedway at night. First thing to catch up, this is a race of 50 laps. As you can tell, we went to overtime already, and some you'll find out. But you had some guys who got EOLs due to penalties in qualifying, but it was a miscommunication. But everyone who did go below the white line, red line here, in qualifying. Accepted the penalties on basically their behalf because they knew about it after the fact, so they were basically gracious enough to just take the penalties anyways. So anyways, it will be the 78 of Mitchell Calvin and the 24 of Kyle Cleveland on the front row to start the first race of a new season at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Green flag, we're racing at Atlanta. Mitchell gets out to an early lead here. This is like a super speedway style track. It will be a super speedway track with these cars, so it's going to be hard to get away. Mitchell and Wes Graham almost clear. The front two clear of the top. As we got trouble behind. We got the 404 of Brian spinning out. Caution comes out. Noses into the wall. It is Brian in the 404. He said he got loose and then got some contact from Kyle Carpenter there. But the first caution out on lap number 2 at Atlanta. Everyone catching up to the pace car here. Down the coming down back straight into turn number 3. The pace car was a pace truck, and in this case was I guess it was a pace car. You have a pace car or pace truck sometimes. Car. So but the pace car seemed to always take off way early than usual. Let's go through already. Got Mitchell first, Wes Graham second, David third, Kyle Cleveland fourth, or excuse me, fifth. Nick Gould is in fifth. No, that's fourth. Okay, now we're switching it back. It's catching up. Gage Bookman, Jonathan Order in seventh, Clayton Cyrus eighth, Alex in ninth, Kyle Carpenter in 10th, Guzzi in 11th, Blaine in 12th, Tyler Schultz in 13th, Robert Webb 14th, Caleb in 15th, DJ 16th, Austin 17th, and that's how it. This thing's a little glitchy. I apologize for that. It's not something I can really. It's race lab, so. But that's the running order from there. We got Brian, I think, in pit road still. Well, let's see if he's still. Yep, he's still waiting to go. Looks like he's taking tires. You had one set of tires. You didn't really need tires here. You were pretty stable around the whole track. It was just more about how good you can push. So, yeah, Brian will be 18th, but he'll still stay on the lead lap as he gets out of pit road here. Catches up to the field and ready to go once again. Green 5 Racing here at Atlanta. Let me actually take this off, guys. that. We should see the one to go here. And let's see. Yes, pace car lights are off, and we are going back to green. One to green. Now, as you can tell, we got some famous paint schemes out there. We got the 3 of Dale Earnhardt. Jeff Gordon's, when he was, I think, a rookie. I think that's what it was. Yeah, when he was a rookie in the 24. Jonathan Olive kind of, not necessarily throwback to any particular one, but he's got the Home Depot. That was Tony Stewart's. You had the Richard Petty. That was a 36 in this one. Got the Richard Petty paint scheme. Also, you've seen some pink cars out there. Now, one, Barbie's always pink, but you also have Mitchell Calvin. His car is pink for the breast cancer awareness for this month in October. Nice paint scheme of his. Also got the Hevlin 05 car. I really like that car. And Kyle Carpenter has the iRock on a form car. I'm not sure which one that's supposed to represent. Who that's representing in the iRock series. But nice paint scheme regardless. Either way, here we go. Back into the Geico restart zone and green flag. We're back racing once again at Atlanta. Wesker on the outside. David there giving a good push to Mitchell in the 78. Nick Gould trying to give a good push to them as well. Mitchell kind of hanging out there in the lead, but here comes Wes Graham with a push from Kyle Cleveland in 24 and the 36 as well, side by side as Mitchell throws all edges out just a little bit. Like Mitchell's going to lead that lap, but Wes Graham on the outside trying to take the lead. It is really hard to try to push ahead in these cars no matter what car you're in. But still should see, whoa, as you can see, a lot of these cars are also going to be squirrely for sure. It is not easy trying to stay tucked up behind one another without trying to spin each other out. Running lap number 8, completing lap number 7 onto 8 here. David still trying to push. They get clear that inside lane, but just not going to work as Wes Graham is still side by side with the 78. Still 2 by 2 up front as we have, we got the 33. He bounced off the wall, but he keeps on going. Go back in the middle of the field here. You see Clayton Cyrus here in the 05. And the Evelyn paint scheme there. Love that paint scheme. My dad was a huge Davey Allison fan when he drove that. So I really like that paint scheme. Still side by side for the lead. No major changes up front. And it's not easy to pass with these cars for sure. They don't have the drafting ability, but they can stay in a pack. It's weird. The main reason you see like the inside prevail for a little bit and the inside prevail is just more or less some pushing and just distance around the track. Obviously, if you're on the inside, you have a short distance around compared to the outside. Go to Nick Gould in the number 3. Technical on board with the speed. Find it here. There, Nick Gould. Trying to give help to that inside lane, but you just gotta be careful. It's not easy. Don't want to make too much contact and spin someone out into the corner. So, and since really he can't really help the 25 because 25 is shoving the 78, kind of hard. Right there, oh, almost spun him out. Oh, spun him out, but just almost caused an incident. Right now, down the back straightaway. On lap number 13, coming to complete lap number 13 to 14 here. So really no major movements as Nick Gould was trying to push the 25 there to get him moving. .4 of Kyle Cleveland there, just again trying to do everything he can to push. He'll catch them just as he gets to the off the turn of each turn, helping him push. Now, I'd say the best opportunity to push someone is on the back straight versus the tri-oval. Just accidentally could get hooked. That's the main issue there. As Nick Gould trying to look like making it 3 wide, but I think he was just trying to make sure the car turned. Now, just like NASCAR rules, you cannot go below that red line to advance your position. You get knocked down there or just going to fall back, that's one thing, but you cannot go below that red and white line to advance your position. By Sal still, and ooh, a little wiggle there from Wes Graham, but catches it. We're on lap number 16 of a scheduled 50 laps. As woo, Kyle gets really loose there, hangs onto it, wiggling around there. I was doing everything he can to try to push Wes Graham all the way to the front, but right now it's just deadlock up front, side by side. You can see how he gets him almost clear, but he can't get there. And as the inside charges once again. Ooh, Cyrus there in the 05 is a little squirrely. On lap number 18 here. Still no really big movements, though. There's a gap between Wes and now Kyle. Going down the back straightaway. looks like he could clear him. He is clear. Does he decide to go up to the top, or does he stay right to the bottom? As Wes Graham will get back to the outside once again. Side by side as those two up top give a huge push. Oh, contact almost spins Wes. Hangs on to it. Down the back straightaway once again. Lap number 19. Mitchell gets the lead once again. Does he pull out? No. Wes Graham gets back to the outside. You know, and if I'm Mitchell, I wouldn't want to go to the outside because all you're going to do is just allow the inside to catch back up, and then now you're just trying to hold off the inside, be on top. Really not much difference from being the top to the bottom. As there's a checkup, oh, contact, and here goes Horner around in the 20. Find that huge crash. Sorry, slacking on that. At the 20, the 22. Let's see if we can maybe go ahead and back that up a little bit. We'll show you the replay of that incident as I was slow on the button there. Here we go. We had contact from the... Let's back it up just a little bit more here. Trying to learn all these buttons here as well. It looks like there's contact from the beginning of the the 3. Horner checking up, trying to not run into Nick. And then the 22, just chain reaction kind of happened. He gets hit, trying to save it, can't do it. Gets into the 5, gets into the 22. The 18's involved as well. Oh, and the 77 also gets involved a little bit at the end. But a big crash going to 3. Just a lot of just kind of beating and banging, unfortunately. And more or less, this was just a chain reaction. You see this a lot in super speedways. You're trying to anticipate someone's run and seeing when they're going to lift off and when not to lift off. But that's kind of what exactly kind of leads to these kind of wrecks. Just a lot of chain reaction. Super speed racing, that's just typical around there. But yeah, the 20, the 22, 77, 18, and others involved in a wreck on the back straightaway in on lap 20. I want to say lap 20 it was. There's Jonathan Orndorff there. As he comes in, the 05's got damage as well. He's missing his whole front bumper. He'll come in and get a fast repair. There is one fast repair in Thursday's racing. Wonder if we'll get that fast repair as well as the 77. He'll get it. The 19, the 18 as well. Robert Webb, Lane, and the 18. He's off and away. And Orndorff off and away as well. With a fast repair, these guys are just going to be careful for most of the race. But also what this does is it hurts their track position. Because remember, it's hard to pass. So you got to try to really do your work trying to get through the field again. It's going to be very difficult to get them back up front. But we'll see what happens. As we'll head back up front here with Mitchell still leading. Wes Graham second. And David in the 25 in third now. Kyle Cleveland in fourth. And Gage Bookman in the 36 is your top 5 there. So far, interesting racing so far here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Again, hard to pass. It's just more about trying to stay lockstep with everyone in front. The front two are really going to be your guys who are going to contend for the win. So if you can shuffle them out somehow, that's your best bet to try to win. But it's difficult to win with these kind of you guys want to say stock cars. I guess they are stock cars. The street stocks. They're technically not made for super speed racing, but they're actually fun doing it. You know, it's kind of brings it back to the heyday of NASCAR, where you would push someone to get them, back almost kind of when you had tandem racing, right? Try to push someone ahead and get them forward, move them. But really couldn't get anywhere with it, and that such. Or even back when in the early 2000s, when bump drafting was such a key thing just to move any line. So definitely a challenging but fun racing to have. And of course, this is the night race at Atlanta. iRacing just updated this to have lights finally at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Not long enough, but it happened. It's done. And one to go before we go back to green. We're on lap 24. We'll actually be on green on lap 25. Come around one more time. Again, there's Mitchell Calvin, and that's 78. Nice paint scheme. Got Wes Graham in the racecraft, number 88. We're on that side. Let's get ready to go green once again here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Alright, here we go. Pace car should be blowing off here any second now. There it goes. Pace car's off. Drivers will get into the restart zone here. And green flag, we're racing once again at Atlanta. Mitchell and West side by side into turn number one. As Mitchell will get that push just a little ahead of West. But once again, it's just going to be kind of that 2x2 until we have any good pushing from the back. And that's what it's going to be hard about is you want some help from the guys behind you, but they're afraid of hitting you and spinning you out, especially if you're attached to the guy in front. So it's okay to tandem, do two-car tango, but you don't want to add 3 to that, or even 4 for that matter. As man, the 2 is sideways in the back. He hangs on to it. You give some love to these guys in the back here. Got the 2, the 33, the 66. DJ Underwood there. Some of these guys who did have that EOL penalty at the beginning are starting to try to make their way up front. Some of these guys in the back who were involved in that wreck. You can see Jonathan Orndorff on the outside. He's going to try to make up positions on the top. He dives back to the bottom, Jonathan Orndorff does. Trying to make up some ground here. On board with Orndorff here. What he sees from his perspective. to the 33 here as well, as he'll get to the bottom here once again. As it looks like that's Rev Webb who came out on pit road. He'll go one lap down. Again, so far, Wes Graham and Mitchell have been side by side for most of this race. Wes Graham has got a nose out in front of Mitchell right now, but they'll be side by side down the back straight once again with these pushes. One person has made up a lot of ground on this restart. It is that 20 on Jonathan Orndorff. He's got back to the main pack here. Got that wreck, but not afraid to keep moving. On lap number 30 of 50, remember, now I'm going to remember this, 50 is the scheduled distance. You have 3 green light checkers. Carlos Schultz, again, after having that EOL at the beginning, trying to make his way up through the field once again. He sits 4th in the inside road there. In that 94. Sideways West comes off turn number 4. I'm assuming he's getting pushed a little bit by that 24. Of course, 24 is not trying to wreck him or anything like that. It's just that he's trying to give him help, and while doing it, you may actually push a little too hard and move sideways. But these cars are pretty stable, even for they can take pushes pretty well. Wes Graham, I think, is going to lead that lap. I think it was close, but maybe they're saying. I'm not sure who led that lap there. I think it was Wes by inches. Oh, just shoving the crap out of him. Man, he is doing everything he can to get Wes up front. And then, of course, if you're Wes Graham, then what do you do there? Do you just say, okay, hey, thanks for helping me, bud, but I got to bail to the bottom because that's the preferred lane anyways. I'm going to leave you hanging out to dry. Good luck. Or does he just say, no, I'm going to stay with you. You worked with me. I'm going to stay up on top, and just maybe we can train it outside. That's the hard part, trying to figure out what the best lane is if you can get one lane to be dominant, which is hard. I don't think you can really make it. There's someone in the back I want to mention, and that's Brian in the 404 who got caught in that early wreck. Look at him. He's up in position number, as the ticket goes rolling by, is it P number, oh, nope, P12. Brian's P12, hanging on the rear of this lead pack here. Doing a great job. You know, he's caught in that early wreck there, making his way back up front. Good job for him in that 404. Going on the outside of Orndorff here, trying to make the outside lane work here. As up front, they are again wiggling again. The 24 pushing at 80 of Wes Graham, doing everything he can to get him going forward. Mitchell's still doing it, holding that position there. on the bottom. Let's go on, like actually on the nose of, of the 25. This is what you're gonna see. That's all you see. I'm pushing right through to your. Maybe I shouldn't have shown that in public, but go on board using this as well. But that's basically what you see all the time. Oh, vert bumper. Oh, we got one car in the wall. I think that was the 4-4. Yes, he scraped the wall, but he hangs on. Maybe he might still be able to catch that draft still. But he hangs on to it at least. Good save for him. As we're getting down to the nitty-gritty here, as we come around and complete 38, lap 39, we'll have 12 to go, roughly. Remember, that's 12 to go with 50 laps. I want to make that very clear. I know it shows lap 62. Not much I can do about that, why it shows that. Wes Graham gets a good shove from the 24. But can't do anything about it. They'll get side by side through the turn. Down the back straight once again. Again, at this point, like, if you're the 25, the 3, the 36, the 66, all those guys, you don't know what to do, right? I mean, the 25s and 24, they know their goal, just to push the guy in front of you. But if you're talking about, you know, Bookman and Nick and DJ, those guys, all they can do is just kind of sit there. They can't really push. They want to push, but you might just push him into the other guy in front of him, which then can shove him too fast into the other guy and wreck him. It could get really disastrous here. But for a regular distance, we're coming to 10 laps to go here at Atlanta. But now the pushing, shoving that was a little more cordial. I think we weren't pushing so hard is going to get even worse and worse and worse. Because all you're trying to do is help that guy in front. You're helping him to help yourself. That's what you're trying to do. Comes the 78 once again. He'll edge out Wes a little bit. Let's see, does he get that? No, Wes Graham is going to get that lap. As contact going into one. You see guys in the back, they're kind of just waiting. Could potentially be a big wreck here, so they're playing the cards right. Hopefully maybe a wreck happens. They can steal some positions here. On the lap 34 here, we're getting close to the end here. Again, I know I'm repeating myself, but the advertised distance, regular distance, was 50 laps. See 62, because obviously, well, you'll know that we'll go into overtime. How? Well, we'll find out. Side by side again, Wes edges the 78 of Mitchell once again at the line. So maybe, just maybe, do you want to be on the outside? when he comes to the line to the finish. As no, West gets sideways again, hangs onto it. But, oh, contact in the back. I think we're safe. We're good. We're good. That could have been a big record there. Still a huge push. This time it actually looks like the 78. Mitchell got the nose out there just as he crossed the line. So really it's all about the push. Who can give the better push? The 25 or the 24? And we're getting close to it. As we come to the line, our advertised distance will begin to go 5 laps to go here. Joe has a nose out just by a little bit. And it's going to be Wes is going to get that. But 5 laps to go at Atlanta. This is where everything gets really dicey here. '77 Carpenter. It looked like he wanted to go to the bottom, or to the top, but he went back to the bottom. The outside lane is kind of breaking up. There's only 3 cars out there. Oh, is the 36 gonna make it 3 wide? He backs off. Whew, that could have been disastrous right there. Looked like he was gonna make it 3 wide. Now the advantage goes to the top with 3 cars on the top. 2 tight on the bottom. But 33 of Austin looks like he's not sure if he's going to take the bottom or top. He's staying bottom right now. Three to go. It's coming down to it here, guys. Who's going to win this race? Mitchell on the bottom, Wes Graham still on top. Looks like Wes is going to edge him out back at the line again. 2 laps to go. As Wes gets turned, he hits the 78. 78 of Mitchell sliding into the wall. As the 33 is now spinning. He's wrecking. The 36 is involved. The 3 is involved as well. Caution's out. We're going to overtime. Big crash down the back straightaway. Let's take a look at how all of that played out. So let's back it all the way up here. As you can see, first let's go on with the accident up front of the 78 and the 88. It looks like the 24 of Kyle Cleveland just trying to help again, as always, trying to help Wes. He's not trying to wreck him, just trying to help him. He just catches him in the wrong spot. Comes down and gets into the 78 of Mitchell Calvin. Calvin was flying, hits the inside wall. As we go to the 33 here. Let's see what happens there. It looks like just kind of a 3 wide situation. The 36 comes down to the 33. Gets into the 3. The 20 of Warner barely gets by. Misses all that. And the 26 of Aguzzi gets involved in that as well. It looks like everyone else avoids contact. But a crash late coming to the white flag will bring out that caution and set up for a green-white checker. Let's go back up to Wes Graham, who will bring the field back to the pace car here. As we set up for a green-white checkered. We will have 3 attempts of a green-white checkered for tonight's race. So we have Wes Graham, and now second is David in 25, Kyle Cleveland in 24. We have now Jonathan Orndorff in 4th. The 26. He's got the front bumper completely missing, but he stays out. Carpenter in the 77. As you see, the 19, Robert Webb will get the free pass. I'll go back on the lead lap here. So here are the rules of overtime. You'll have 2 laps to complete. You'll get the green flag and then the white flag after that. If a caution comes out before the white flag, we'll redo it once again for another grand checkered. Again, in this league, we'll have 3 attempts of a grand checkered. Now, in iRacing rules, if you get to the white flag, you will race back to the line. Now, in NASCAR terms, if a caution came out during the white flag, the race would be over from there. But in iRacing rules, if you get to the white flag, there's no cautions whatsoever. You just race back to the line, and we'll find out who wins. And that's it. The lights are off. We're going back to green flag racing for a green-white checkered. We have Wes Graham leading. Got David in the 25. On the outside, second. 24. Kyle Cleveland inside. And Jonathan Orndorff in the 20. Your 2 rows, and that's where your most important 2 roads are going to be, because can the 20 or the 24 push one of those guys to victory? That's kind of basically how it's going to be. If you're beyond that, maybe you try to make a move late, kind of surprise them on the outside or inside, where maybe you can gain a position here. But we're coming to green flag once again. All right, here we go. The pace car should be pulling off here, and he's second now. Off turn number 4. Here it is. Pace car off. Get into the restart zone once again. Green flag. We're racing once again for a green-white checkered at Atlanta. Wes Graham gets a good push by the 24, the 25. And caution out once again. I think there was an incident in the back. Let's take a look at that. Yep, it was a 36. Let's back it up and see what happened to the 36. Actually, it was the 05. Let's actually go to the 05 here. Let's see what happened. It looks like he just got hooked by the 2. Probably just not want a good restart, and gets turned by the 2 car. And Cyrus's car is damaged. I don't know if he's got a fast repair or not, but he's moving once again. But that sets up for another green-white checkered, this second one. Wes Graham will get around to the pace car once again. We'll pace the field for one more time. And hopefully get it done here with this green-white checkered. Reyes catch up to this pace car. And there it is. So another grand checkered on the horizon here, as Wes Graham still has the lead. And let's see, once everyone gets back in line here, I think David in 25 will be second still. And Kyle Cleveland will be third, and Jonathan still in fourth. Really, we didn't get going to really have a chance to anyone pushing one another, as Wes Graham has disappeared and he's now back. Wes Graham was actually having issues, computer issues, it sounded like, before this race. But thankfully he was able to get back out here before the race started. As Nick in the 3 will get the free pass, and he'll go back on the lead lap. That looks like it's going to put 16 cars on the lead lap. I believe we should get the one to go this time by here. So far, great racing, great action here at Atlanta Moore Speedway, for it being a super speedway style racetrack now. Fun to have these kind of cars, and the rest of this week, or next week in the season, we're going to be more at some short track style races. We're even going to throw in a dirt racetrack here this season as well. We're going to be running the dirt street stocks, so they're going to be looking a little different than what these cars are. But we're just have some fun here this season. This season will go through the month of October, November, and part of December as well. So it's going to be a fun 10 weeks. We'll, of course, have some weeks off during some holidays, as we did get the one to go here. We're going to have, obviously, we're going to have Halloween, Thanksgiving kind of interrupt some of this, but of course we all deserve to have our holidays off to have some fun with our family and friends and stuff like that. But 10 weeks of fun here in iRacing, once again in Fast Chairs Racing Series. Well, here we go, off turn number 2. We're getting ready to go back to green. Wes Graham, the leader. David in 25. It's our second. Kyle Cleveland in fourth. Or excuse me, in third. Jonathan Orndorff in fourth. And Guzzi in the 26 in fifth. Missing a bumper. Front bumper, by the way, but maybe on his screen it doesn't render that way, but on mine it does. I don't know. Or he just doesn't care. You know what? You're at the end. Heck with it. Let's just go with it. Alright, here we go. The second attempt of a green-white checkered. Wes Graham about to get into the restart zone. Green flag! We're back racing once again. As this time, the 24 is not attached to Wes Graham's bumper, but Jonathan Orndorff in the 20 is. 24 gets to his bumper as the 25 trying to shove down the back straightaway, and here comes the 25 That's all. We're wrecking behind him. The 66 is around. 2's around. Gotta find one of these cars here. 2's involved. The 66 as well. Wreck once again. We're about to get back. Green flag racing. Oh boy. Let's back it up and see what happened here. The 2 looks like, oh, the 2 got hooked by Mitchell, but obviously I think it was just a bump gone wrong, and then hits the 66. 78, and then 78 gets hooked again, back into the wall with 33. I think that could end Mitchell's day. I don't know if he had to take that fast repair the first time when he hit the wall on the inside, but that could be the day or night ender for Mitchell in the 78. His left front's not even moving. We'll see if he takes a fast repair or not. If not, he could be done. Maybe he didn't hit so much on the first wreck that he was in, that maybe he didn't take the fast repair, or he didn't have damage at all. Let's see if Mitchell comes in. And does he take a fast repair? He does not. He is done. So that means Mitchell will not be going for a chance for a win or having a good finish tonight. Sucks for that. He was running up front all race long, had a shot to win, but unfortunately will not have a shot tonight. As the leaders will go by, put him a lap down. Of course, he probably will be out rest of this last attempt of a green-white checkered. So yes, this is the third and final attempt of a green-white checkered, as Nick will be getting the lap again, or a free pass once again. He must have been 2 laps down. So when I saw it was 1 this time here, I got it. So that's why, as I was watching the ticker go by. So yes, this is the last final attempt. So in this iRacing rules, if the caution comes out before you get to the white flag and the caution comes out, that's it. The race is over. No more green-white checkers. You'll complete the laps, those 2 laps, and whoever wins, wins. If we get to the white flag, race is on. Doesn't matter how many cars wreck, pile up, flip, burn to pieces. We finish the race. As it looks like, you got the 24, the 20 is starting to already peek to the outside. Means as we get to the line right here, pace car will cross it. Lights are off. 1 lap to go before we get green. So now let's reset the first 4 here, because really the first 4 are kind of the main players here. Wes Graham leading, Kyle Cleveland second, David in 25 is in third, Jonathan Holmes still in 4th. These are your front 4 that will most likely have a shot to go for the win, or at least the back 2 here, 3rd and 4th, will push one of those 2 guys, the 24 or the 88, to the win. This is about to get pretty good here as we see the field all bunched up and ready to go. Shout out again to that 404 who's hanging strong. The reason why I say this is because he's not really using an oval driver. He's using a road course driver. He's tempting fate in the oval side, and I'm glad that he's doing it. And hopefully he enjoys the rest of the season when he does do the races. They can make it too. All right, here we go. Pace cars off. This is the final attempt of a green-white checkered. into the zone. Green flag. 25 of David gets a great shove to the 80 of Wes Graham. Orndorff not quite to the bumper of the 24 quite yet, but still side by side for the lead. Down the back straight, or excuse me, into turn number 2, off turn number 2. Orndorff gives a good shove to the 24 down the back straightaway. Side by side for the lead down the back straightaway. Both just neck to neck. There they come to the line. It's gonna edge out. It looks like Carpenter. White flag. 1 to go here at Atlanta. Side by side for the lead once again. Wes is gonna edge out just a little bit down off to number 2 down the back straightaway. Here comes Orndorff. He'll push 24 down the back straightaway. Hard to count. They're wrecking behind. But green flag, never mind. Here we go. Side by side for the lead. Who's going to win? Wes at 80 on the bottom. 24 of Kyle Cleveland on the top. It looks like the 24, the 80 is going to win. No, the 80 is going to hook. But he's going to cross the line sideways and win the race. And a huge crash on the front straightaway. But Wes Graham in the 88 is going to win the race at Atlanta in a spectacular crash at the end. Let's back that up and show you what transpired at that whole final lap there. Let's even go back to the wreck here first. It's the 26 is in this as well. Looks like he got bumped from the 18, I think it was. Ended up just hooking. The 22 is involved. The 66, 19, all involved in that. Let's head back to the leaders. So here's the big push here. And it gets a good push out to the front. The 20 of Orndorff goes wide here. He just kind of pushes wide. The 24 was trying to, I think, side draft, just kind of slow him down a little bit. Hooks him by accident. And what a finish this is. To the line here. Wes Graham sideways to get the win. And it looks like from the photos finish here, or I call it a photo finish, it would be Wes Graham, Kyle Cleveland in second, David in 25 third, Orndorff fourth, and fifth, who I got caught up in an early wreck, made it through a lot of the incidents, ends up fifth. That's Bryant in the 404. So let's actually go to the actual results here for this race at Atlanta. Alrighty, so as you can tell before we get on this, that Wes Graham won't be able to burn out, so we'll just get to the finishing results right here. Wes Graham wins, Kyle Cleveland second, David in third, Jonathan Orndorff fourth, Brian in fifth, Kyle Carpenter sixth, Tyler in seventh, Austin in eighth, Blaine in ninth, Nick in 10th. As we go to the next second half of the page here, Clayton Cyrus in 11th, DJ Underwood in 12th, and Guzzy in 13th, Alex in 14th, 15th. We'll go to Caleb, Robert 16th, 17th, Mitchell, and Gage Bookman rounds out the field. What an absolute insane race at Atlanta Motor Speedway, and I'm telling you right now, probably the best bunch of guys you can race with, and yeah, it's gonna get chaotic there at the end, but and to make sure everyone was okay with what happened at the end, 24, Kyle did not mean to hook him like he did. He was trying to just kind of pinch him down like everyone would do, trying to win the race, and just end up catching him a little bit there. But Wes Graham was still able to all at the field and win at Atlanta. Guys, that will do it for this one. If you did like this video, make sure you hit that like button. And enjoyed this race, make sure you hit that like button as well. Heck, if you like that finish, hit that like button as well. And you want to see more of these broadcast style races, consider subscribing. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you for next week when we get for Monday and Thursday again for Fast Chairs Racing.